Hi, Larry Kruger here with another little spot on the basics of relocation. We're going to talk about House Hunting 101. You've decided to take the job or move to another location for whatever reason, following your heart, following your wallet, whatever it may be. And now you have to get down to looking for a home in the new location. Obviously, you're going to do all your searches. You've already done the cost of living differential, so you kind of have a good idea of the difference in costs. You've hopefully done a budget. If you're renting, you've done a little bit. We have it, as I said, on my site or in the little book. You've put a budget together so you know what you can afford, or if you have to find a roommate. If you have to find a roommate, look into a roommate agreement so that there is no confusion if somebody leaves or somebody wants to leave. At any rate, you're getting down to looking for the place. Obviously, you do all your homework online. If you're using a real estate agent, make sure, especially if you're in the US, you're very clear about the buyer's agreement. There are changes to the real estate industry in the US, probably coming to Canada. So make sure you know what's involved when you're using an agent to buy a home. You can negotiate rates, and there's lots to know, so just be aware of it. If you're renting, make sure you have a wish list, a place where you would like to live. There's a little site called Walking Score or Walk Score that kind of gives you an idea of what's near your new place of work or where you want to be located, transit, bicycling, walking, of course, and have a wish list as to the number of rooms you want, etc. Visit or look for the home when the homes come on the market, when the rentals come on the market. Check with your local destination and find out when properties have to be listed for rent. That brings the new products online, and if you can time it properly, if it's a month ahead of time that they have to give notice or 2 months, what have you, know that and then look for that time frame and kind of coincide it with your house hunting trip. You can do a lot online, but you can do a lot with your nose and with your vision. You know, you can walk into a lobby and know what kind of a building you're walking into. You can walk into a condo and smell what kind of building you're going into. So it's always good to visit. Bring a tape measure. Vitally important, because a lot of times condos will not give you the interior measurements. So bring a measuring tape, take a look at the places, nail something down, and start with the end in mind. How are you going to move your stuff into the place? Everything comes back to moving, and the biggest pain is parking restrictions. You get there and you have to park a block away. You know, there's a long carry. You can't get the elevator. You have to reserve the elevator, by the way, on move day. There's all kinds of things that revolve around the actual moving of your goods into the location. So get that all clear while you're there, and it can save you thousands of dollars. And then, you know, figure it out, nail down a date. You should, as mentioned, have a good idea of what it is going to cost you to move. So I would be talking to a mover or looking at rentals well before a house hunting trip. You know, if you're looking at doing it yourself, and we're going to go into a next little video, we're going to talk about how to figure out if you can use a mover financially, or if you want to use a mover, and what's involved in renting a truck or renting a container and kind of doing it yourself. So make sure you have that in your mind, the costs, first and last month's rent, and then narrow it down. Ask people in your new location what are the good locations, and then go out. If you have a trailing partner, great time to try and set up some interviews or set up job fairs if there's anything in the area in that individual's line of work, and try and blend everything together to make it very productive. Everything's in that little book right there, more details, but take your time, organize it. Just don't flop into town and start looking around. Have yourself a game plan. Hug yourself a mover. Have a great day. Goodbye.